श्री राम जय जय राम ओम। 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 श्री राम जय जय राम ओम।
Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai
जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय
Hari Om.
राम ओम श्री राम जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Swamiji, 5 o'clock we will get the link to see the light.
No, today it has been postponed to day after tomorrow. The work is not still over. Day after tomorrow evening we will sit for half an hour.
So today opening, no, you will, they will send
Not today,
That is
Monday.
Not
day
today.
after tomorrow, Monday.
The work is not over.
Postpone to Monday.
We have been reading out so many words of wisdom of Papa on roots, origin, and source. Do we remember any of them? Roots, source, origin. We may not be able to remember his exact words, but what has it conveyed to us, That is enough.
About the tree.
About the?
Go to the origins.
The tree starts from the seed. At the same time, we will find no likeness, similarity between the seed and the roots, the stem, the branches, the leaf, the flower, the fruit. But at the same time, we know now that it has come from this single seed. So like that, our origin is one and the same, but we all look not alike. Each creation is distinctly different from the other from the outside standpoint. It's a very important point, very important point. Yes, then? Any one point, We have been hearing for the past 4 or 5 days, which is the vital aspect in spiritual journey.
Shall I tell? One point. Go to the
Swamiji, transform from I to you, then
First
when
person to second person.
yours.
no, about go to Swamiji.
Okay. Mataji's words of transforming the first person to second person. That means when we become aware of our roots, our origin, our source, and when we know that we are what we are only because of that, to get ourselves stabilized, Mataji put it in a simple form. Every time when we say that I am owning, I am doing, I am planning, why not we try to say, he is making me to talk, he is making me to plan, he is making me to do, he is making me to lose, he is making me to gain. It's an attempt, no?
Attempt.
Then?
Mataji has given a capsule.
Capsule. Capsule
Mataji has
form.
given in a capsule
form. In a capsule
That's
form,
the
correct.
Papa's philosophy.
Yes. Like this, that is enough, because that will come back to us. So many people are hearing.
Origin. Papa says
Swamiji,
go to the
go to
origin.
the root of your existence.
Papa says, go to the origin of your and the world life. This is a very important thing, because that is the only common factor. Only when we identify the common factor in all of us, we will start loving and affinity develops. We become closer to each other. Forget about sakshatkar and everything. First, let us try to understand the common factor in all of us. So the common factor, if we have to understand, it is better to go to the origin. So whenever time permits, whenever the circumstances allow us to do so, we try to go to the origin. Then, nobody is coming forward. So many days we have spent.
From first person to second person.
That has been already covered. Then,
Swamiji, Papa's quotation is beholding divinity in all aspects of world lila.
that is right, that is right. Behold divinity in every aspect of this world lila. For that we have to go to the source. Otherwise it will be a superficial statement. that which is in all of us, that has to be identified. That is what is called spiritual journey. The spirit in all of us are the same, but we are not aware of it. That is why we feel separate from each other. And because we feel separate from each other, all problems crop up. Selfishness, arrogance, envy, pride, assertiveness, possessiveness, all that is downpulling, it stems from this otherness. So spiritual journey means trying to identify the common factor in all of us.
Bijamam sarvabhutanam.
So the Bhagavad Gita says we don't know what is the common factor. So luckily, he led us to the Bhagavad Gita, and where he says, I am the seed of everything. So though we have no clear-cut idea about God, we have faith in the words of the masters and the scriptures. So with that we will start the journey. Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam. And Papa defined that Bijam as subtle and mysterious energy, mysterious power. Then,
Chant and meditate.
അത് ഇതിലെ പറഞ്ഞതാ.
Contemplate.
Swamiji, root and source.
Nothing is coming from
Google Meet.
Papa is telling about cosmic consciousness. I am prostrating before the form. What is the cause for indwelling reality and all-pervading reality?
Indwelling reality and all.
After that time is
So
there.
that's why we are prostrating.
Which one is heavy?
Prostrating, doing prostrations. Cosmic reality. When we do prostrations,
That is right, but we are talking about for the past 5, 6 days, 7 days, we have been reading the various quotations of Papa on roots, origin and sources.
know the source and be free.
Know the source and be free. Very difficult, but with which we can start, Where from I have come.
Swamiji,
Ah.
can you explain spiritual science and physical science?
Material science and then spiritual
Material.
science. She wants explanation. Requesting for
Let us try to now understand. For the past 1 week, we have been trying to have some clues through various quotations of Papa on roots, sources, origin. That is very important. Then only the chanting of Ram Nam becomes effective. Roots, sources and origin.
Behold divinity in every aspect of worldly life. In every act of yours and ours.
Divinity is the source, okay. Divinity is the root. Divinity is the origin. Then,
To be intense, translating spirituality into a workaday life.
Okay.
Understanding that it is He who has sent me here to fulfill His mission. The prayer, Sadguru, oh my Sadguru.
When we try to go to the origin, we may not be able to sustain because so far we have been thinking about me and mine, knowingly or unknowingly.
You can see from that side. Where is Anandashram? This one? This one? Already there. Connect.
Connected.
It will come slowly. It will come. It will come slowly. It takes time. No. Gone.
Again, it is coming connected.
So we say disconnect. This is on Mandira.
Yeah.
This is Anandashram.
Disconnect. It will come. It is coming. It will come. Now that is gone.
Totally gone. You are offline. On Mandira. No internet it seems. It will come.
Yeah. How was your lunch?
Yes.
For the past 5-6 days, Papa has been drawing our attention to the basic factor called the origin, roots and sources. Do we remember anything?
Guru's eternal being is the root. Second person.
Yeah, that is okay. That first person, second person, that was covered, Anything else?
Swamiji, Papa says that when we go to the root, then even when there is external clash, there will be some harmony, background music.
When we know the root, even if there is an external clash, we will be able to
See the
be under the influence of a harmony, subtle harmony, in a subtle way. Because we are all same. At the moment there may be difference. The leaf,
Method is Rama chanting.
the leaf may be talking something to the
another leaf.
branch. The branch is different from the leaf, agreed. But the source, the moment the leaf becomes aware that both of us have come from the same source, though outwardly there may be clashes, the internal harmony will be there. That's also a very valid point.
Doership and enjoyership also, once we know the root or origin, will go. Otherwise, we will think we are the doers.
Doership and enjoyership, we take over because we are not aware that he is there behind us. The moment we become aware of the roots, slowly, even if we feel that we are the enjoyer, we are the doer, somewhere something will pull us out. Hey, I am here, that is why you are doing. Yes, okay, now all our attempts to...
No role at all.
Kanhangad. We could not hear you.
But we go our origin to
We go our
capital
origin.
H. Capital H.
So anyway, we feel all these 4 or 5 days we have not been successful in bringing out Papa's words. That is why nobody remembers anything, excepting 1 or 2 people raising. This is the most important thing. So if you want us to read anything more, kindly tell us on this aspect. Which aspect?
Swamiji, prayer also help in this regard. Source, go to source.
Yeah.
Oh Sadguru, oh my Sadguru Dev, like that.
Yeah.
Prayer.
Yeah, prayer helps. Yesterday we had gone to all the prayers.
First coconut.
When we open our eyes, whatever we see, that can take us to the root. Suppose a mosquito comes. Immediately, how did this mosquito come into existence? It must have come from a mother mosquito. That mother mosquito has come from another mosquito. Like that when we see a plant, where from it has come? When we see a coconut, when we see any vegetables or pulses, like that anything that we see, a flower, it can drive us to the root. We may not know, but it can drive us to the root. Though we may not be clear, we know that it is not what we see now, it has come from a source. Such type of inquiry will definitely help us in our inward journey. That means we are not taking anything casually.
Maybe we remember space and building also give some clarification. Space and building.
Space and building.
When we look
Space
at,
and building.
When we look at
Yes. Nobody else has come out with anything.
we did not bring anything when we came from mother's womb, Sharma.
We did not bring anything when we came to this world. So that makes us to think that there is a great provider who has provided everything, who has been providing everything. The first thing is, the air reminds us. If there is no air, When I was in my mother's womb, she was breathing and I was taking that. Now we realize. At that time we did not know at all. The moment I came out, the first thing I need is air. And I realize I have not produced it. And we don't know where from the air came. Later on our Shastra studies will make us aware that it is from that source. Think like that and tell us something. Otherwise, what is the use of our reading? If it is forgotten and if we are not following it up with sufficient manana, how does this satsang help us? Human life has a great purpose behind it. It is not given to be lived out in ignorance of the divine source from which it springs. Human life has a great purpose behind it. It is not given to be lived out in ignorance of the divine source from which it springs. When the source is known, it flows like a sparkling stream imbued with immortal joy and peace, diffusing its beneficence for all alike. Otherwise, life assumes a dull and monotonous aspect, fitful, erratic, and disturbed. It loses its inherent tranquility and bliss. It is covered by a dark shadow. It feels that it is fettered by innumerable ties. It is like a bird trapped in a cage, struggling for freedom. Human life is rich with gifts which God has poured into it. For God Himself is at the source of all lives in the world. When the human soul merges in the cosmic soul, the disturbances in the external field of movement and activity are automatically controlled and harmonized. It is this inner equanimity that makes for a state of external calmness and serenity. Human life is rich with gifts which God has poured into it, because God Himself is at the source of all lives in the world. We have all sprung from the same source. God is our divine parent and we are all his children. As such, the difference between us, which is causing so much strife, should be done away with. The conflict is not outside, but within us. It is the inner conflict that gives rise to the external conflict. So if we tune ourselves with the universal spirit which we call God, and which we call also by so many other names, then alone we can love each other and live in perfect amity, friendship and harmony. We have all sprung from the same source. God is our divine parent and we are all his children. As such, the difference between us, which is causing so much strife, should be done away with. God is the very source of our life. We have come from him, we are going back to him. We have not come into existence without having a cause behind our life. And the supreme cause is God, the source of our being, the root of our existence. He is the immortal spirit, pervading everywhere, dwelling always in the heart of every one of us. He is eternal, infinite. His nature is pure love, joy and peace. By his power and will, the whole world is moving. The universe itself is God. There is nothing but God. Everything is and out is God. Everything in and out is God. We do not know it, therefore we are unhappy. We see differences and have likes and dislikes. So our mind is alternately happy and miserable. If you see God everywhere, feel his presence, and know everything is he, you will be the happiest being on earth. God is the very source of our life. We have come from him. We are going back to him. We have not come into existence without having a cause behind our life. And the supreme cause is God, the source of our being, root of our existence. He is the immortal spirit pervading everywhere, dwelling always in the heart of every one of us. We are not to live like ordinary persons without trying to realize the center and essence of our being. From time to time, we must turn our mind from the external to the internal and try to unite our mind with the eternal source and thereby realize that we are all one, although apparently separate or many. In unity alone there is peace. In harmony and oneness alone there is peace, not in division, not in conflicts, not in diversities. These must go. They can go only in the light of the experience of the great truth dwelling within us. For that, our mind has to be drawn within from time to time. We are not to live like ordinary persons without trying to realize the center and essence of our being God. From time to time, we must turn our mind from the external to the internal and try to unite our mind with the eternal source and thereby realize that we are all one, although apparently separate or many. In unity alone there is peace. In harmony and oneness alone there is peace, not in division, not in conflicts, not in diversities. These must go. They can go only in the light of the experience of the great truth dwelling within us. For that, our mind has to be drawn within from time to time. സീഡിൽ നിന്ന് പുറപ്പെട്ട് സീഡിക്ക് വരും. When we are told that we have come from God, we go back to God, one of the ways to understand is like this. The coffee seed, it sprouts, becomes a seedling, later on to a plant, then to a sturdy plant. We don't say coffee tree, and then it serves for that. Then through the tap root, feeder root, stem, branches, leaves, there are certain physical law which God has set, because of which the buds get formed and the flowering, and later the fruition. It started from a seed, and again he gives a seed. It started from one single seed, but it continues to give innumerable seeds. So from seed to seed, we have come from God's seed, we go back again to seed. Any other point?
Swamiji, we have to feel always the power of Patta.
Huh?
It is not mind, power of Patta.
Huh?
Power of Patta.
Power of Patta. Power
No,
of
it is not mind.
power of
And the instrument of
power of attorney. Power of attorney.
You have to remember all. It is contemplate. Manana.
Power of attorney. Anything else?
please clarify on the topic art of living.
Huh? What topic?
Living. ART.
ART? What?
Art of living.
Art of living.
We are talking something about the source, roots, origin.
Yes.
And Papa says if we become aware of the source, we will be able to lead the life harmoniously, blissfully. Because we know He has sent us, He has given everything to us, and He has sent us to know this and enjoy. From the static level, He comes out in the dynamic level, and then He wants us to enjoy. That is why He has provided everything to us, and we should know that He is the one who is providing me to enjoy. So when we are blessed to feel His presence everywhere, we lead a blissful life. Can we not say that that is the art of living? The other life we have been leading, and we should be able to now know whether it is transient, whether it is permanent, whether it is long-lasting, whether it is temporary. So then we choose. So the art of living can be termed as, anybody can interpret in any way, art of living can be termed as knowing the purpose of this very life and lead the life based upon that. In short, when we remember Him, if we try to practice that He is within us, He has been with us, then we don't have to chart out a different life for us, We have to go with the flow and enjoy it, that's all. So for all this, what is needed is to know the source from where we have come. Because that alone will make us know that the me and mine has also been given by Him for the purpose of working out His will through us. So even while handle with the me and mine, we will be starting from the source and handle it. So that previously we had the notion that me and mine is an obsession, is an hindrance. Now we know I did not ask for me and mine, it has been given to me. Because so long as He gives a body,
So that means we have to accept the me and
we have to.
Also, we have to accept the me and mine also.
We have to accept the me and mine also.
We have to because why do we think that me and mine is an obsession? We did not ask for the me and mine, it has been given to us. The only problem is we start from that me and mine, but the me and mine should know that it owes its origin to that base. So we function as an agent. Yesterday in the prayer we said, as your instrument. An instrument has got a distinct existence. That is why we are all separate.
To function as myself is a gift given by Him, or it is His will that I am functioning as myself. Is that correct?
It is His will that I am functioning as myself. It is His will that I am functioning as myself. Functioning as myself.
Correct. Exactly.
That I have to keep on remembering all that.
She has to keep on remembering.
Remembering. That is why yesterday we read out the prayer. Sadgurudev. In that, he says, bless me so that I may carry on your work only as an instrument in your hands. In order to carry out his work, he gave us, assigned us this me and mine individuality. But unfortunately, we started from me and mine. All that we have to do is we have to start from the origin. As Gandhiji used to mention, as long as we have got a body, the sense of individuality will be there. But the sense of individuality will not prevent us from knowing, from becoming aware of him, provided if we go to the source always. The sense of individuality, through his grace, draws the energy to exist from him. Everything is valid. That is why Papa said, behold divinity in every aspect of this world Leela. The fact that we are all existing as individuals, it's also valid, When we try to analyze why the sense of individuality is an obsession, when we forget him, it is an obsession. We have to function as an individual until he chooses to relieve us from this body, mind, intellect. So, until such time, we become aware of our super boss and continue. We try to understand he is working out his will through me. So the me is there, Let us start thinking about it. Then it becomes clear. Nama chanting will enable us to become aware of this truth.
Second. Connected. Keep connected.
So our request is kindly think about this again and again and again. So many aspects about the origin, the root, the source, whatever books you have, because that is the starting point, of our spiritual journey. And that is why we are chanting Ram Nam. So the chanting will become effective, protective, when we know that we are chanting to remember Him, to become aware of His presence within and without. So all these reflection, contemplation, meditation, everything is necessary. So tomorrow is Sunday. When we meet Monday, let us see whether any other new point comes. This is very important. In our journey, this is very important. And each one has to do by himself. Otherwise, we will not be able to move forward. We have seen that hearing is all right, at particular moment it gives us some thrill, but afterwards it doesn't take us to move forward. No? So please think about the various aspects which Papa has been highlighting for the past 1 week. Roots, sources, origin. Not anybody else, our own origin. Our own roots, our own source. And he specifically says that is the root of all. That is the source of all. That is the origin of all. And from that everything has come. That is why today he made us to think about that me and mine also. Because we used to hear the bhajan also, Jab harita mein nahi. When I am not there, then Hari comes. So we think that I should. But even for singing that I have to be there, na? Even to know that he is an Advaita principle, I should be there, no? So I am also valid. But the problem came because I start with my I, which I know now. It came only later. So Shastras and Mahatmas, they help us to know that this me and mine is not my origin. This me and mine is also a gift of that origin. Then I start wondering why it has been given. It has been given to me to work out His will through me. He has assigned the job for every one of us, drafted everything for us. So we have been thinking that we are originating. Instead of that, we now know that He is the originator. So kindly think about all these things, and relate those things with the life so far lived. Then only it can connect. Otherwise, it becomes theory again, philosophy. When it is a theory or a philosophy, it will not go inside. But when we try that theory and philosophy related to our life, then slowly it will, Like that we will try to go within. So kindly do that when we meet Monday. Bring out with some points. And Papa has answered everything. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om